Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Carolina Panthers.
Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here's Burrow to throw right away. That was short one to Gesicki. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 34-yard line.
Got 180. 12.
On the ground, it's the rookie from Wisconsin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's good.
12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Over the middle, and he's got Gray. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. You look at this Carolina defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what?
Here we go.
They're facing the number 1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
Got a man open. It's Chase. And Chase going to pick up a Bengals first down as he'll get this down to the 41. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
Come on, ready?
The Bengals first down.
Here we go.
On first down, Keys. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And, see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And Higgins is going to have a Bengals first down as he'll get this down to the 30-yard line. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game. Like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
12.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That one complete once again to Higgins. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Bengals.
Here we go.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Right, 80.
On the right right side open is Gesicki. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
Here we go.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Evan McPherson for the Bengals field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And space tough to come by there as they get maybe a yard to the 37. You talk about this Bengals defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Ready, set, cut. Ready, ready.
To the left side, he's got McMillan. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
And the Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here is Young. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Slide through. Set. Cut, cut.
A carry here for Trevor Etienne. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Throwing, Young. Checks this down to Hubbard. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield and made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as they'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go, here we go.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. In motion is Gray. Now it's Burrow. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panthers sack. The game. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. Back deep, Rashid Shaheed. Fielded at the 33. Loose football. And the Bengals grab it. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Bengals 10, Panthers 7. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
Ready, set.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To throw, Young. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Ready up.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now Young. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. The Panthers at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Set, huh?
Off the play fake, Young. Now he'll tuck this and run. This is caught by McMillan. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Let's go. Smith red. Yellow. 43. Hut, hut.
They'll give this to Hubbard running right. And he stopped immediately there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Ready, break.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
Come on. Hut.
Looking to throw, Young. Throw left side complete. That's Hubbard. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you.
Right,
You're able
right.
to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. On 4th down on is Ryan Fitzgerald for the Carolina field goal. And his kick here is good. And that will knot us up at 10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, these are what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides. But sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Burrow will throw. He will find his man Chase complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 43 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Chase. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
On one, ready? Here we go, here we go.
Now it's Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score.
Panthers 10. Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Set, ready. 60 reps. 60 reps. Hut, hut.
Young. And that one too wide and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here we go. Set, set.
Final play of the half, Young. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
White. Here we go. Here we go. Yellow. 43. Hut.
Young. A final shot before break. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 41-yard line.
Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 10 black. Hut, hut.
Now back to throw. He'll drop that down to Hubbard. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
They'll run on first down with Hubbard. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they'll start to make some headway.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw in that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on third and long?
Set. 52 blue. Set.
Young now. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. In motion is Gray. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, Keys. Past the 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. 55 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. So it's 3rd and 1. The defense, they stack the box, and that's the problem. You break through that first level, there's no second level.
And most good running teams work against stacked defenses. They don't care if you have 6 in the box, 7 in the box, 8 in the box. It doesn't matter to them. Block people, give your running back a chance, because it could pay off big as it just did there.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Here we go.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Bengals. Mike Gesicki taking it in. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost.
And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Red, cycle, set, ready. Set.
Now Young. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Red, 38.
Young to throw it. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Red, yellow, 22. Green jack. Smash, red. Set.
Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
48-yard line.
Ready.
They go play action. Young. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Shamar Stewart showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Set. 50, green. Set.
A quick throw by Young, caught out wide. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 33.
Here we go.
Running out of the gun with ETN. That's a good hard run there as he pushes way forward for about 5. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ready?
Now here's Young. Got a man, that's Liggett. And he will be taken down with a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Ready.
Young to throw it. Screenplay, here's ETN. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Trevor Etienne from 4 yards out. And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Fitzgerald now for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 24-17.
Next the score, Bengals 24, Panthers 17. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
All right, I don't want to get too poetic here where they talk about, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots, and that's what happened on that play. He saw an opening and went and got it.
Well, he really hasn't ran the ball all game. 4th quarter here, need a big play, able to pick it up. So whatever the eyes saw and created, it worked. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. But I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2nd down and 3. Now a handoff up the middle. Keys. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Here we go.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Throw left side complete to Chase. And he is going to have the Bengals first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Second and 10.
11. Gun.
To the right side, it's Kelsey. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. If you're more than a yard down,
touchdown! T. Higgins. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Bengals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
Set. 70 Lions. Let's go.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. It gets this complete to Shaheed. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Here comes 2nd down.
Shut up.
He'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They come up now on 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Bengals.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and he finds McMillan. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 18.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for the Panthers. First down.
Back to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. And now they'll audible to something else. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. His first career touchdown pass, and it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
The extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Panthers 24.
Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. And this is going to be recovered by the Bengals hands team. And they're going to hang on and win this game. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. The bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning?
There he goes, right side. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
On is Fitzgerald now for the PAT. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
That ties the game, 31-31. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete.
All right, let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their #1 receiver.
Yeah, you think they'd be ready for that? That time they weren't. Now 2nd down and a few inches.
Here we go.
Throwing, Burrow. Well, that's into the hands of Gesicki. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here's 1st down.
Here we go.
Burrow. Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him.
And partner, the tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So all eyes now locked on Evan McPherson. This a long one from 54. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. They'll find McMillan here. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Bengals, they climb to 6-2 on the year as they close in on the midpoint of this 17-game schedule. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they drop just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll get a chance